All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad. I grab it bad, I don't know the rap. My blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my
So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's gotta have. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
They touch him up, and we are underway. So here we go with round one of this UFC middleweight championship fight. The consensus #1 and #2 185-pounders on the roster. The middleweight champion has defended the title several times, now looking to do just that. Back to the feet. I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury.
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use this tonight.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Both fighters back to their feet now. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the Chauncey.
Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch. Big knee lands there. Huge elbow there.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Nice kick.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, nice knee to the body. Very nice.
He understands that doing...
All right, so at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally...
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Looks like maybe he's trying to get an arm underneath the chin.
He's side to side, trying to get a bulldog choke. Oh! This is the choke that your uncle used to do to you when you were little.
And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Well, you're going to have to be pretty perfect to get this guy off the throne. There he is, the UFC's undisputed middleweight champion. Complete performance here tonight, and it ends with a win by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee giving the game. The folks on this contest. At 4 minutes, 23 seconds of very good round. Running the winner by tap out. And still,
And still, the undisputed UFC middleweight bout, the best 185-pounder in the world, submitting the #1 contender here tonight. And I'm not sure I've seen him celebrate a win quite to the extent to which he is right now, embracing his coaches. They might even bring the family in here at one point in time. This is a huge win for the man who entered as the undisputed best and leaves that way too. And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Well, for my money, he's on the short list of UFC fighters, some of the best fighters to have never realized a UFC championship. Here is Kelvin Gastelum trying to continue his run here at 185 pounds.
Yeah, since Kelvin Gastelum has gone up to 185 and stopped depleting himself in those massive weight cuts down to 170, he's only gotten better. And that showed in the fight with Israel Adesanya when he had a chance to become UFC interim champion. He went 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds hard. He tried to accomplish the goal, fell a little bit short, but that gave you confidence in knowing that with the heart and the spirit of Kelvin Gastelum and the skill, that if he's that close, With a few adjustments, he can find himself right back in that same spot.
Things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. Move on each and every day.
So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date.
And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've changed, some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and reach. Now here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for.
I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going right. Still nobody knows, but I'ma do what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more.
This man is a wrestler, fully professional record of 18 wins, 9 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5'9" tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA. Presenting the challenger, Kelvin This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. Weighing in 182 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Butcher.
UFC belt on the mic, like you said it all the time, will be my command all the time. If you want those well.
All right, so here we go with this UFC middleweight championship fight. The round 1 clock is starting to tick. The #1 contender believes the champ is right for the picking. The champion has heard that noise in the past, and he has dismissed all challengers. He has defended this title. He has taken on all comers. Now tonight, as he tries to continue this championship run. Whoa! Back to the feet.
That was a jab. Start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he slams his opponent to the canvas. I think the octagon's shaking.
The octagon was shaking. Somebody secure the doors because they are going to blow the roof off of this place.
Just missed with the left there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Huge block there. Oh, knee strike right to the body.
An uppercut in.
Uppercut lands for him. Oh, straight right. Oh!
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is Baby John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Eddie.
Nice punch by Gaston.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. There's the jab and another. How about that shin? Oh, look at him land another jab there. He's certainly using that weapon. Oh, worked hard to... Oh, another shot right on his hook.
That is the most debilitating shot in all of fighting. It is very difficult to recover from that.
Well, he's got his back now. Trying for a submission now.
Attacking armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
And there it is!
He got him! Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
I'm inspired by thirst. I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work.
So there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the UFC middleweight champion of the world, your winner by submission tonight. And it is going to take a spectacular effort to dethrone this guy at 185 pounds. Still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion, and with style points tonight. How about the best 100 here tonight? And I'm not sure I've seen him celebrate a win quite to the extent. And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins,
middleweight championship fight. The consensus #1 and #2 185-pounders on the roster. The middleweight champion has defended the title several times. Now
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh!
He's giving him so many different things right now. Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
And those knees aren't just for effect, those are doing real damage. Ooh. Big knee there to the chest. Oh, another. Whoa! Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves it. Don't finish the strike.
Back to the feet.
That one landed clean.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
Staying busy here in the clinch. Oh.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Big right hand. Wow! He's out!
Forward. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming, so back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Mead is going to start this contest. 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Declare your winner.
So you just heard it there from Bruce Buffer, and still UFC middleweight champion. He had some doubters coming in. I would imagine he muted most of that noise with this effort.
A record on he's not going to be able to get this guy, but over and over he does it and remains the champion. Congratulations, champion.
Anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion.
Who could have pictured this, huh? I mean, I always knew you were something special, but this is next level. Only a handful of fighters have become double champs in the UFC. Some very rare company. And Todd, good. All right, at the end of the night, though, remember, it's just a fight. Stay focused on the task at hand. We can worry about finding more trophy space in the morning. All right, let's go. Good. That's it.
All right, the super fight is finally here. The UFC champion in all his glory, trying to become a simultaneous two-division champion here tonight. This is a lofty, lofty perch. Few men or women have been on it. Let's see if he can complete his mission here tonight. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Let's go.
When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon,
I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta get it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, don't have it till I'm glued in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Don't spin the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Blasting the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last year. So you're never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow when I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow when I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Well, you can feel the tension in the building here. Going to be very interesting to see if he can bottle the emotions, focus on the task at hand. Oh! Now a knee. All right, first round is underway here. We say in mixed martial arts, it's one thing to have the reach advantage. It's another thing to use it. We'll see if he can get that jab going.
He has got to fight tall. He's got to stay at range, use his length to give his opponent problems, trying to bring the fight into a closer distance.
Ooh, nice knee to the body, very nice. Oh, and there is another knee landed. You have to ask the question at this point, how many more can his opponent take before he crumbles down to the canvas? Beautiful execution on that strike.
Nice punch land.
Doing a nice job putting it all together.
Oh, man. Good right here.
Oh, uppercut is good. Whoa!
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish. Oh, nice.
Take into your hands and plan your own hands can land your own brand and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. Convincingly, I'm willing to put in the hours it takes to get some power.
Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to recognize this is dangerous. This is a dangerous position.
And he's out. Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurt. A finish could come here at any time. Oh, man, that couldn't have felt good. Flush knee lands to the body by the taller fighter.
It's only worth it if you work for it.
Look at how he turns his hip hip over when he throws that kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Ooh. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Nice strike.
Visibly limping here.
What a body kick.
Oh, what a shot to the body. His opponent
Trying to put the poker face, but he's hurt very, very bad.
A lot of top pressure being on side control now, able to isolate the left arm, and this could be the beginning of the end, DC.
He isolated that Kimura. Look for him to step over with his left knee, lift his opponent onto his side to try to get the angle to finish the submission.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there, just as the horn sounded. Safe to... All right, second round underway. Attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
Looks like maybe he's trying to get an arm underneath the chin.
He's side to side, trying to get a bulldog choke. Oh, wow, oh! This is the choke that your uncle used to do to you when you were a little kid because it's in there deep. There you go.
And now he taps.
The last time I saw a bulldog choke was at a family barbecue, and somebody grabbed one of the younger kids and stood side to side and choked them. You don't do this in a high-level martial arts fight, but this man just did exactly that.
Barbecue in Louisiana, he better be ready to get bulldog choke.
Better get ready for a bulldog choke.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time,
Well, rarefied air in the UFC, he wins the super fight to become a two-division UFC champion. His future now undeniably in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian Levine has brought us up to this contest. Round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight as he adds his name to a short list of fighters to win a UFC championship in more than one division. He has prided himself on taking on all comers, and tonight he gets the job done in epic fashion. Congratulations to the now two-division UFC champion of the world.
but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes, and ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.